You guys, today we have some really good news. So over on Twitter about April 2nd, 9:01 p.m., I was scrolling through Twitter and it started going around the news that the Bleach developers sent out a message to kind of get some one-to-one with the player base and let them know that they're doing stuff for the game. And I'll read the message and then explain to you why, one, this is a good idea, two, me, Nechikage, and a few other content creators predicted that this is what they were doing, and three, what this is going to do for the overall long-term state of the game and why this is actually a good idea versus a bad idea. Let's go. So the message basically says, greeting, I am Suzuki, the producer of Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Thank you very much for playing the game. In the letter, they're going to address the information for the upcoming updates. So basically they're saying we are closely monitoring and reviewing the feedback we have received from all of you. We're aiming to make adjustments and implementing features to ensure a more comfortable enjoying gaming experience. One of the most requested features is ranked match. We are currently considering its implementation. However, before we can implement this feature, we feel it is necessary to further refine the overall game environment, including character balance and competitive play. We are planning an initial round of adjustments and an update scheduled for April 4th. They're going to continue to make adjustments to improve the game, make sure it's balanced in the future, and they appreciate our support. So that's coming from the producer for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, the guys who are currently working on the game. And this is really big news. Now, before you guys type in the comments, I know a lot of you guys are firstly going to say, well, that's a lot of crap. The game should already have dropped balance. The game should already have ranked mode. Why are we excited for stuff the game should already have? Now, in terms of the balancing, I'm not going to really say much on that because no game in history has ever dropped with everything being completely balanced. Tekken, Dragon Ball Fighters, Soul Calibur, like Street Fighter, no game in history has ever dropped with characters all being completely balanced, completely working fine, nobody's broken. It's never happened. So the fact that they're addressing this 2 weeks into the game is absolutely great. In terms of the ranked game mode, I know a lot of people were pushing back for this and saying, you guys are always taking the bare minimum, you shouldn't be excited for this, but here's why this is good. And this is something I have explained multiple times in my videos about the cycle of how anime games work. When anime games drop, people go out of their ways to find loopholes. We know this already. People look for glitches, they look for infinites, they look for literal ways to break the game and get the easiest win screen possible. Those same people then go online and post these videos, making it widespread so that when you hop online these games in a more ranked competitive environment, 9 times out of 10 people are going to be using these loopholes to get their points in the easiest way to win, because most of the time people don't care about actually being good at the games, they just want the top rank so that they can flex. That's the reality. And the most recent case of this is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. A lot of people say the game failed because, oh, we didn't have maps, we didn't have gameplay implementations, it was lazy. Like, yes, the game was lackluster in terms of mechanics and things that they could have worked on, but let's not get it twisted. The game was fine until people were dropping guides on how to abuse characters, how to abuse UI Goku, how to abuse different mechanics, how to use infinites, how to do infinite leg sweeps. The game was fun until people started looking for loopholes and things that weren't intended. That's when people started to hop online and make the game toxic for everybody else's enjoyment. That's when people started to drop the game. And that's something the game still suffers from now. Now, in terms of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, the reason why this is good and why this is important is because this breaks that cycle. The reason why anime games die so quickly is not only because of the lack of the conversation between devs and the people who are playing the game, the lack of communication is literally non-existent half the time, but because of the fact that also the community itself goes out of their way to kill the games. A lot of y'all favorite creators do this every game. I got the receipts. I've been keeping tabs on a lot of creators, a lot of people who make the hype videos and then go out of their way to make those same hype videos to show you how to loophole and break characters. It's a consistent cycle. What this does is fixes the loopholes, fixes the characters. We got Byakuya's walking around with infinite combos. I'm pretty sure they're going to fix that. We got other characters doing infinites, doing resets on online ranked environments. We got Yoruichi with her infinite. Like, so many characters have unintentional infinites, resets, corner combos, things that were not meant to be, and just give a really unfun gameplay environment overall. If this game dropped ranked, I promise you, all you guys were like, I promise y'all, it's not even like a maybe. If ranked already dropped on this game, the only characters y'all would be seeing is the top 3 most overused, overpowered characters. The characters with the easiest loopholes, the easiest infinites, characters like Byakuya, Yoruichi, the head captain. That's all y'all would see 24/7 on ranked. And then y'all would have a different reason to complain and say why the game is dead. This stops that cycle by analyzing the videos that people are putting out, analyzing the Twitch community, analyzing the different gameplays, fixing these implementations, and then putting in ranks so that when you play the game, you actually aren't losing to cheese. Now, it's going to be physically impossible for them to fix every character and make the game perfect. That's not ever going to happen for any game in history, but their goal is to stop the more likely cheese and make it so that it's actually competitive. The key word out of this entire thing is to make ranked competitive, to make it fun, to make it enjoyable, so that people don't get online, try to play in a competitive ranked environment, because that's what ranked is supposed to be. It's supposed to be competitive, and you're not losing to things that isn't a skill issue. If I train my ass off as to be one of the top 10 Toshiros in the world, it doesn't matter how good I am if I continuously lose to a Byakuya Infinite or a Yoruichi Infinite, things you literally cannot dodge or get out of unless you play perfectly. These implementations are going to fix that so that it's based off of skill. So yes, me personally, I think ranked being delayed was a smart idea. Me personally, I've had a lot of fun with Bleach. I haven't gotten bored. I just finished the story. I unlocked Dangai Ichigo. I'm playing online. I'm playing with friends. I'm playing with my community. I'm playing with my YouTube supporters. I haven't had any boredom. It's fun. Everybody plays different. Some people are aggressive. Some people are passive. Some people play zoney. Everybody plays differently. So the fact that they're taking all this into consideration and actually trying to fix the game early means that they actually care. And that's just the point that I want to make with the video. And it's like, some people are never going to be satisfied, and I get it. We shouldn't be striving for the bare minimum. I literally get it. I understand. Should some of these things be fixed and advanced? Like, yes, I think the online matchmaking should have been fixed. Some of these things are inexcusable. This note doesn't fix the fact that some of these things should not be dropping like this. We shouldn't be dropping anime games in 2025 with lobbies disconnecting, or with, not general invite lobby systems. Like, that's inexcusable. But ranked and it's separate, like on its own, is a completely different topic. And I agree with how they're handling ranked. In terms of endless lobbies and tournament, I don't agree. I feel like that should have been in the game. But this says we're looking at the gameplay, we're trying, and we're gonna make sure that when we do have ranked and we get these other game modes, the game is as balanced as possible so that y'all have fun, so that the game doesn't die by the community and it doesn't die by loopholes, because that's the main reason why anime games die. And I'm just really happy to see this. That's why I'm so adamant in this video, because I've said it countless times. There's a couple other content creators like Nechikage who we've had this conversation countless times, talking about how these anime games actually die. Most people want to sit here and just blame the devs and talk about how bad devs are and how bare minimum they give us games, and completely ignore the fact that these communities are the exact same reason why these communities also die. A lot of these online anime games are actually not that bad once you take out the community aspect. It's these people hopping online, loopholing, exploiting, finding different things to make the game broken. And then those are the same people who put these vids out that then gaslight and pretend like they don't understand why the game is in its current state when they drop those videos. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Like I said, this isn't an excuse. This isn't me saying the game is perfect. Like, oh, suddenly the game is like, no, I get it. We should have had lobbies. We should have had tournaments. We should have had a lot more different variety of things in this game. I still feel like at a certain level, they're giving us bare minimum. But in terms of the ranked online gameplay, in terms of the game's longevity, they're taking it serious as in competitive nature, and they're trying to break that cycle. And that's the main thing I care about as a content creator who wants to enjoy the game long term. That specific cycle of people purposely breaking the game and making it unfun long term, this hinders it. I don't think it's going to stop it long term, because we've seen Sparking Zero. We've seen people go out of their way to look for ways to do stuff that they already patched. That's people's nature. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this current generation, but that's how it is. But let me know what you guys think about this patch. I'm very excited. I'm going to be hosting a Twitter space sometime this week, talking about this, talking about what this means, and how far can this Bleach game go? What are we going to expect for DLC? Different stuff in general, because a lot of people were talking about this. I definitely remember Nechikage talking about this. I definitely remember me talking about this, and people were saying, you guys are delusional. This isn't going to happen. You guys are reaching. This is Bandai. They're not going to do anything for the game. They're going to leave it like this. I had my reasons to think that after Sparking Zero, these guys would have the common sense to realize what happens with these online ranked games and do something about it. So let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys excited? Is this cope? Do you still play Bleach? Are you excited? Are you guys going to show up for the Twitter space? You know, let me know what y'all think about this overall video, what you think this means for the future of the game, and I'll be dropping more Bleach videos. I appreciate y'all for showing more support. And with this, you know, with this news, I'm going to absolutely be dropping more Bleach content. The only reason why I haven't dropped everything that I have so far is because I haven't heard anything. And I wasn't going to drop a bunch of guides for a game that's going to be dead in like 3 weeks. So the fact that we have the patches, we have the adjustments means they're working towards something, and it gives me more reason to give you guys the content and long-term support the game. So I appreciate y'all for the support as always. This is Kaizen Kuma, and I'll see you guys in the next video.